Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt the energy shift, either calm and inviting or strangely tense and uncomfortable? Believe it or not, the plants in your home play a huge role in the energy that flows around you. Some plants might seem harmless or even beautiful, but what if I told you that certain plants could be silently draining your wealth, causing emotional tension, and disrupting the harmony in your home? In today's video, we're diving into the world of Feng Shui and exploring 7 common plants that could be wreaking havoc on your peace, prosperity, and even your health. These seemingly innocent plants carry energies that could lead to unexpected financial setbacks, emotional distance, and more. If you want to protect your home from bad luck and restore balance, keep watching until the end to discover which plants to avoid before they take a toll on your life. And before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon so you never miss out on tips that can transform your space and mindset. Let's get started. 1. Oleander. When we walk into a garden or glance at a vibrant landscape, some plants immediately catch our attention with their beauty. Oleander is one such plant. Its colorful blooms in shades of pink, white, yellow, and red often appear like a natural masterpiece, luring us into a false sense of security. Its resilience in harsh, dry climates and its ability to thrive without much care make it a popular choice for hedges or decorative shrubs. Yet beneath this seemingly harmless exterior lies a danger that most people fail to recognize. Oleander is, in fact, one of the most toxic plants in nature. Every part of the plant, the leaves, flowers, roots, and even the sap, contains deadly poisons. The toxic compound known as cardiac glycosides, which affects the heart, can be fatal if ingested, and even touching the sap can lead to irritation, burns, and other health risks. From a spiritual perspective, in the world of Feng Shui, Oleander's beauty is a mask for its negative energy. It is believed that this plant, while visually appealing, carries harmful energy that drains wealth, disrupts health, and causes familial discord. Placing it in critical areas of your home, such as near the entrance or in the living room, may cause a flow of misfortune. The withering or death of an oleander plant could symbolize the depletion of personal prosperity or health. But let's pause here and reflect on a Buddhist teaching from the Dhammapada. The wise words of the Buddha remind us that nothing is permanent and all things are subject to change. Just as the beauty of the oleander can quickly fade, so too can the fleeting nature of material success. By embracing a mindful approach to our surroundings, we can cultivate environments that support lasting peace and prosperity, free from the destructive influence of harmful energies. 2. Daffodils. Daffodils, with their bright yellow petals and sweet fragrance, bring a sense of freshness and joy into any space. These flowers are often associated with the spring season, symbolizing new beginnings and renewal. In many homes, they are used as a symbol of hope, a gentle reminder that the harsh winter is over and the warmth of a new season is upon us. However, beneath their cheerful exterior lies a hidden truth that many overlook. While daffodils appear innocent, their energy can be quite disruptive. In Feng Shui, they are considered to carry yin energy, which can be overly nurturing and destabilizing if not balanced. Daffodils bloom quickly and fade just as fast, symbolizing success that is short-lived, something that may be alluring in the moment but cannot be sustained. This pattern of rapid rise and fall is a direct reflection of instability, something that business owners, in particular, should be cautious of. Placing daffodils in prominent locations could inadvertently block the flow of wealth, leading to missed opportunities or fluctuating income. In the context of Buddhist teachings, we are reminded of the concept of impermanence, or anicca. The cycle of blooming and fading, as seen in the daffodil, is akin to the ever-changing nature of our lives. Success, wealth, and health are not static, they are transient. By recognizing the impermanence of all things, we learn to focus not on the fleeting joys, but on the cultivation of a deeper, more stable inner peace, which is the true source of lasting prosperity. Perhaps this is why many Buddhist practices encourage us to avoid becoming too attached to external symbols of success, instead seeking a steady, peaceful heart. 3. Peach trees. Peach trees have long been regarded as symbols of good fortune and prosperity. During the Lunar New Year, they are often used to adorn homes, signifying the arrival of fresh energy and the potential for wealth and happiness. However, like all things in life, peach trees, too, carry a dual nature. What may initially seem like a blessing can quickly turn into a source of imbalance if not treated with care. In the world of Feng Shui, peach trees are thought to carry a strong yin energy. If placed improperly or left unchecked, this powerful energy can cause disruptions in health, emotional well-being, and financial stability. Peach trees are especially problematic when kept inside for too long or placed at the wrong location within the home, such as near the entrance or in the central living areas. Their vibrant blooms symbolize growth and renewal, but when the flowers fade and the tree enters a dormant phase, it can create instability, particularly in terms of wealth and prosperity. Interestingly, Buddhist teachings on balance and harmony align closely with this idea. Just as the Buddha taught about the middle path, avoiding extremes of indulgence and asceticism, so too must we find balance in the energies we invite into our homes. The peach tree, while symbolizing protection and good fortune, can cause an imbalance if its powerful yin energy overwhelms the home's natural flow. In Buddhism, we are taught to approach life with wisdom, moderation, and mindfulness, avoiding the extremes that bring suffering. The misplacement of a peach tree in Feng Shui could serve as a powerful reminder of the importance of balance, not just in our homes, but also in our hearts and minds. 4th, mulberry trees. Mulberry trees, with their sprawling branches and vibrant green leaves, are a familiar sight in many gardens and homes. They have a long-standing history of being useful for various purposes, whether for their fruit, shade, or as part of a larger landscape design. However, when it comes to Feng Shui, their placement holds a deeper significance that can greatly impact your financial prosperity and family dynamics. In the realm of Feng Shui, it's believed that the mulberry tree, when placed in front of your house or near the entrance, creates a barrier to the flow of good fortune and wealth. The tree's dense canopy and vigorous growth can absorb too much energy, leaving little for the inhabitants to benefit from. This can act like a block, preventing positive opportunities and financial gain from entering your space. Think of it as a wall that stands in the way of your financial success, stopping the flow of abundance before it even reaches you. The concept of energy flow, Chai, is central to Feng Shui, which emphasizes the importance of creating balance in one's environment. When energy is blocked or stagnant, it can lead to negative consequences, and this is where the mulberry tree's influence becomes problematic. The overwhelming growth of the tree can disrupt the harmony of your living space, leading to missed opportunities and financial setbacks. But the consequences of a mulberry tree don't stop at finances. In fact, they extend into the emotional well-being of the household. The yin energy of the mulberry tree, which is considered heavy and passive, is thought to create an atmosphere of emotional distance and isolation. This can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and a lack of connection between family members. In the Buddhist teachings, we learn about the importance of interconnectedness and the flow of positive energy between individuals. The Buddha often spoke about the significance of harmonious relationships as they are key to achieving inner peace. Just as the mulberry tree can block the flow of wealth and opportunity, it can also hinder the emotional connections that create a peaceful and loving family environment. Removing or relocating this tree might not only restore balance to the qi in your home, but also encourage deeper communication and understanding among family members. 5. Hanging vines. Trailing vines or hanging plants often evoke a sense of natural beauty and charm. Whether draped across a trellis, climbing along a fence, or hanging in a pot by the window, these plants add a certain elegance to any space. However, much like the mulberry tree, their symbolism in Feng Shui can be quite different from what many people believe. In Feng Shui, trailing vines are seen as plants that represent stagnation and decline. Their growth pattern, which moves downward or spreads horizontally, is thought to carry energy that slows progress and blocks wealth. Unlike upright plants that symbolize strength, growth, and ambition, hanging vines are believed to draw energy down and outward, symbolizing a lack of direction and the inability to move forward. These vines can inadvertently prevent financial opportunities from entering your home, leaving the space stagnant and uninspired. From a Buddhist perspective, we are often reminded to keep moving forward on the path of enlightenment. The Buddha taught us that life, like the flow of energy, must keep progressing. If we stagnate, if we remain stuck in one place, we are unable to reach our full potential. The vines in their unchecked growth may symbolize a state of inertia, where nothing moves forward and opportunities pass by unnoticed. There's a beautiful story in the Dhammapada where the Buddha speaks of the importance of perseverance, likening the practice of mindfulness and right action to a stream that steadily flows toward a larger body of water. Just as the stream continuously moves forward, so too must we. The vines in their downward pull may represent a sense of confusion or hesitation, preventing that stream of progress from flowing freely. The issue arises when these vines begin to grow unchecked. They can overrun a space, taking over walls, furniture, and structures, making the entire environment feel heavy and suffocating. This reflects how stagnation can drain us, not only financially but emotionally and spiritually. When energy becomes trapped or blocked, it leads to feelings of tiredness, a lack of inspiration, and the inability to make progress in life. Consider the importance of cultivating space, not just physically, but emotionally as well. The vines, like negative thoughts or unexamined habits, can quietly sap your energy without you even realizing it. They can symbolize the unresolved challenges that tie us down, making us feel lost or directionless. In the same way, Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of letting go of attachments and distractions. Just as you would trim overgrown vines in your garden to restore balance and harmony, it's crucial to tend to the emotional and mental clutter in your life. By regularly pruning negative energy, we allow ourselves to make space for new growth, creativity, and progress. In Feng Shui, it is suggested that the best way to avoid the negative energy from hanging vines is to keep them in check. Regularly trim them and ensure they don't overwhelm your living space. In a similar vein, we can reflect on how important it is in our lives to manage and release the negative thoughts, emotions, and habits that hold us back. Let go of the vines that tie you down and allow the energy in your life to flow freely, bringing you closer to the peaceful, prosperous existence that is part of the Buddha's path. 6. Lily flowers. Lily flowers are undeniably beautiful, with their elegant petals and vibrant hues of white, pink, yellow, and red. Their fragrance is intoxicating, filling the air with a sweet, almost sacred scent. They are often found in gardens, as well as in homes, where they are admired for their grace and charm. Many cultures revere lilies as symbols of purity, rebirth, and enlightenment, using them to adorn altars, temples, and sacred spaces. However, when viewed through the lens of Feng Shui, lilies are not as benign as they first appear. In Feng Shui, lilies are seen as a double-edged sword. On one hand, they bring beauty and tranquility, but on the other, they are believed to carry heavy yin energy. This yin energy is passive, heavy, and can disrupt the harmony within a home or space. The presence of lilies is thought to invite sorrow and even death, as they are traditionally associated with funerals and mourning. In this sense, their symbolism can be quite heavy, bringing with it an air of emotional weight that can affect the energy of your home. The strong scent of lilies, while beautiful, can have a negative effect on your health, particularly in confined spaces like bedrooms or prayer rooms. It is said that the scent can overwhelm a room, leading to discomfort, headaches, or sleeplessness. This is not just a physical discomfort, but also a disruption in the flow of energy, which is central to the practice of Feng Shui. In Buddhist philosophy, we are reminded that our environments greatly impact our state of mind. The Buddha taught that the mind is like a garden, and if it is filled with distractions or disturbances, it cannot bloom with wisdom and peace. Similarly, if your home is filled with overwhelming energy, such as the heavy yin energy of lilies, it can be difficult to achieve clarity and tranquility. Moreover, lilies are toxic to cats, with even a small amount of pollen potentially being fatal to pets. In Buddhist teachings, there is a deep reverence for all living beings, and the Buddha's first precept urges us to avoid harming others. The presence of toxic plants like lilies in the home, especially where children or animals are present, not only disrupts the harmony of the space but can also bring harm to those we love. In the same way that the Buddha cautioned against attachment and the harm that it causes, we must be mindful of the things we allow into our lives that may unintentionally cause suffering to others. For those who wish to enjoy the beauty of lilies without the associated risks, it is recommended to place them in well-ventilated areas, such as balconies or gardens, where the flow of energy can remain unobstructed. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of Dhamma, the natural law of the universe, reminds us that all things must exist in balance. If we can appreciate the beauty of the lily without allowing its negative energy to overwhelm us, we can enjoy the peaceful essence of nature without allowing it to disrupt the harmony of our lives. 7. Cacti are fascinating plants. They have an air of resilience, surviving in harsh conditions where other plants may fail. Their ability to thrive in arid, sun-scorched environments makes them a symbol of strength and endurance. Cacti are often admired for their striking appearance, with their spiny thorns and sculptural forms adding a unique touch to gardens and homes. However, in Feng Shui, their presence is more complicated as they carry a symbolic weight that is not as harmless as it seems. In Feng Shui, cacti are considered to bring sharp, harsh energy into a space. The spikes and thorns that characterize the cactus represent conflict, aggression, and resistance. This energy is believed to interfere with the natural flow of wealth and prosperity, creating tension and emotional strain within the household. The sharpness of the cactus can symbolize unresolved conflict or emotional prickliness, which disrupts the balance and harmony needed for peace and success. The Buddha's teachings emphasize the importance of cultivating peace, not only in our minds but also in our environments. In the Dhammapada, it is said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." If your living space is filled with objects that carry energy of resistance, such as cacti, it becomes harder to achieve inner peace. The cactus, while physically beautiful, may block the flow of positive energy, hindering both financial opportunities and personal well-being. Placing a cactus near the entrance of your home or in shared living spaces can create unnecessary stress, tension, and disharmony. This reflects the nature of conflict in our lives. It may start small but can quickly spiral out of control if left unchecked. In the workplace, the presence of a cactus could lead to increased competition, jealousy, or obstacles to success. Just as the cactus grows in harsh conditions, so too can a competitive environment lead to emotional exhaustion and strain. There is a profound Buddhist teaching that speaks to the need for mindfulness and understanding. The Buddha taught that we must be mindful of the energy we bring into the world, and we should approach all situations with compassion, avoiding unnecessary harm. The cactus, in its harshness, may represent the kind of energy we need to avoid a mindset of resistance that harms not just our surroundings but our own peace of mind. For those seeking harmony, it's advised to remove cacti from your living spaces. Instead, consider plants that foster calm and positivity, those that embody qualities of growth, stability, and serenity. Just as we would strive to remove obstacles from our minds, we must also be mindful of the obstacles we place in our environments. The right energy flow can bring peace, prosperity, and happiness into our homes. In Buddhist teachings, the focus is often on overcoming suffering by letting go of attachments and aversions. The cactus, with its sharp thorns, is a reminder of how attachments to material things and desires for control can create suffering. By letting go of things that represent resistance and conflict, whether in the form of physical objects like the cactus or internal struggles, we open ourselves up to the peaceful flow of life. Through this understanding, we can cultivate environments of peace, prosperity, and joy, both in our homes and in our hearts. Now that you know which plants could be silently draining your energy and prosperity, it's time to take action. Your home is a reflection of your inner peace, and by being mindful of the plants you bring into your space, you can create an environment that supports your happiness, wealth, and well-being. If any of these plants are currently in your home, it might be a good idea to consider relocating them or even replacing them with more Feng Shui-friendly options to restore balance. Remember, just as the Buddha teaches us to be aware of the energy we bring into our lives, we must also be mindful of the energy we allow in our surroundings. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And if you want to continue learning about how to bring positive energy into your life, make sure to subscribe and join our community here at Buddhist Wisdom Daily. Until next time, may your home be filled with peace, prosperity, and abundant good fortune. Take care and see you in the next video.